Evening, everybody. Hey, Vina. Recycled Cottage and Garden. That's a neat name. Green Gables. Simply. Christine. Simply. Hope doesn't like Skype no more. Listen, I actually saw where you had tried to Skype me, but I didn't see it until I was driving. And so I didn't have a chance to call you back. I'm terrible lately. I've been really super busy. Like Amy and Tangi were, they had me like in a group chat and we were going back and forth and I literally clicked on it and it said I had 28 missed messages and I was like, whoops. And I got on there and that's when I saw it. Hi, Steps for her. 9 to 3 Offsuit Ranch. Hi, everybody. How has everybody's week been going? Mine's been crazy. Hi, evening, Jen's home. The dog's in here. Hello, kitty. I love your little picture, like your profile picture. I think it's cute. Hey, Ma and Pa. Hey, I was about to say hey, Simply again. I'm tired. I've not been sleeping good. Here lately, let me adjust this camera. I've not been sleeping good because here lately, I have just coughed and coughed and coughed and coughed all night to the point that it keeps me up. Like the other night, Wednesday going into Thursday, I didn't go to sleep. See, Vina, this week has been sucked bad. I'm glad it's over. Horrible. We've all had the flu. Nice surprise you got there. Yeah. Glad to see you're feeling better. I am feeling better. I've kept this residual cough that I just can't get to go away. And a lot of it I think is because I've got a bunch of head stuff going on. But like Wednesday going into Thursday, I did not go to sleep until 3 in the morning and I have to get up at 5:30. So I had 2.5 hours of sleep. And so like I went into the coffee chat with Amy and Tangi and I had like a shot of espresso and I was like, I see color. I see sounds. I was so excited. So sorry to hear that Jenny's home. Hi, Bunny Mama. Explain what a peanut is. Okay, so when you have mini rabbits, which is what I have the mini Rex. It's just a Rex is a breed of rabbit and mine are bred down. When you have the mutation that causes them to be minis, sometimes they can produce something called a peanut, which is a baby that's not quite developed right. It's almost like a type of dwarfism and they don't survive. So anytime that I come across and I have, hi Mama, hey Wayne, another ER visit with Nicole, they can rebuild her. They have the technology. Bless it. Dolphin Man, Mrs. Hope, you're awake. Yes, I am awake. So basically that's what that is it's a type of dwarfism that is genetically passed down through many breeds of rabbits. So I thought it was Willow. I thought it had something to do with Willow, with the fact that she kept producing peanut babies. Hello, Brooklyn girl. And so when he bred, unfortunately, when he bred Foxy, and Foxy produced peanuts, but she had not produced them in the previous litter, that let me know for sure that's what's going on. But you know, I had been contemplating. I had said, oh, you know what, I think I'm going to give him away or sell him. And Michigan Snow Pony brought up a very interesting thing, and I did a little research on it, and she's correct. And that would be, hi Susan, hi T, hi. I can never pronounce your name. You're gonna have to tell me how to. It's Jaton. I think that's how it's pronounced. Can you explain what an otter is in reference to the bunny? It is an actual type of color. They can be blue, black, different colored otters. It's a body color, and then they have like a strip of a tan, and then it goes into white. It's like it's a 3-toned color. It's gorgeous. You'll have to look it up. Just look up Rex otter. Oh, Lord. And they're really sought after, and they're really hard to get because it's kind of a mutated gene. So, Isabel. Hi, Isabel. Hi, XKT. Carol. Oh, I stopped it. I don't even know what that is. Yamith, and it made me late. Okay. Hi, Amanda. Are you afraid if you keep the possible otters, they will have that gene as well? You know what? That's what I was about to say. What did Renee say? Yep. Okay. This is the thing that Renee had said about the rabbits, was that if you are getting peanuts in your litters, then you know you have a true mini. See, like Foxy, I bred her to Fred before he left. And they, I don't think, are true minis because they are 5.5 pounds. He was like 5 pounds. She's 5.5. But now, like Willow and Blackjack, they don't even tip 4. Like they're 3.25 and 3.5. So they are so small by comparison. So she's right. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized she is right. That the reason that mine are throwing peanuts is it's one of those things that it's just a byproduct of having this specific type of rabbit. So, I mean, I could give him away, but why give away a really well-bred buck who we obviously know is a proven breeder, just to get something that could possibly do the exact same thing if it is a true mini. So, hi sweetie, sorry I was late. So, not new bunny, so cute. If you could try cold ease or say anything, zinc. Okay, you could get rid of that cough. Somebody also told me to drink pineapple juice. That pineapple juice will help you with a cough better than medicine. Just me. Hi there. Hen 1 died. Susan, you had a chicken die? How long before the Rex? Like before the standard Rex? I don't know. Like right now, I'm doing so well and I'm enjoying my mini Rex, and they fit well in my barn with how small the barn is. I'd originally thought that I was going to eventually move into a different breed of rabbit, or, you know, move into more meat rabbits. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to continue to use them to sell. Like, if I sell the babies that I have left from the last 2 litters, if I go ahead and sell what I have left, and I have 5 left to sell, is the otter trait a good thing or no? Yes, it is a good thing, Green Gables. It is a very highly sought after color. Like when I was looking at some minis that did not have pedigrees, they were just regular colored minis. They are between $15, $20, but an otter's like $40. So they're very well sought out. So that's why I'm like, oh, is it an otter? Is it an otter? If it is, I'm keeping it. Let's see. Definitely prove. Yeah. Casanova is what I should have named him. Little heifer. Hope, where did you learn about rabbits? The internet and Amy Fuel. Amy Fuel is my go-to. She's my go-to bunny lady. Just because your rabbits are hussies doesn't mean your buck is perfect. Well, he's the only one tagging anybody, so the otter color is beautiful. It really is. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm hoping that I might have one in there. If I do, I will not sell it. It will be going into my breeding program. But the way I learned about rabbits, honestly, was Amy. Amy has been a lot of help. But as far as me, like, giving up the mini Rex and going into meat rabbits, I think I'm not going to do that, honestly. I still have Elvis, and I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with Elvis. I'm kind of on the fence, really. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I don't think I want to do meat rabbits. The only reason I even started rabbits is because this was the only thing I can do in the barn. But these guys have turned out to be such great money makers. There's no reason to eat them, and I don't want to eat them, honestly. Yeah, especially the minis. I mean, you can't really eat them. They're 3 pounds before they're dressed. I can only imagine what they are. I'm dressed, so you're good, Dave. I'm going to be doing that a lot. I'm really sorry. Only because they let him, just saying, yeah. I thought John had something left in there. Eat him. I'm not going to eat him. So that's the thing. I'm just not, I'm such on the fence as far as that goes, because I don't think I want to do meat rabbits. I'm enjoying the quail. And I keep saying, oh, I'm going to do a video on the pros and cons of quail, and I have yet to do it. Yep, eat him. I'm not going to eat him. I like Elvis, though. Here's the thing. I've not gotten rid of Elvis because the neighbor, not the bad one, my favorite neighbor, Mark, he's the chief of the Woodland Band Cherokee. He's really cool. He has 2 female meat rabbits, and he bred them to a smaller buck. And even though he did, son, these babies are like, they're as big as they're 2 weeks old, and they're bigger than my 7-week-old rabbits. Like, they're big. Try some heated Dr. Pepper for the cough. I can't drink any type of sodas at all. Nothing. So he had talked to me about when he's ready to breed again that he might want to breed to Elvis because Elvis is so big. Because Elvis is a house. Like, I tried to get him on the scale, and he was like over 13 pounds. Like, he's a horse of a rabbit. I like Elvis too. I bet he's tasty. The way you produce bunnies, you should eat them. I would never have to go to the grocery store again. No, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. Before this weekend, next weekend, I'm going to go buy some material. And John's cousin Corey and possibly even Mark are going to come over here, and they're going to help me build some more cages. The stall system that I have is fantastic, and it would work very, very well if I could ever reintroduce Foxy and Willow to each other. They've never been together before, but they are so territorial. I think especially because they're past sexual maturity. They both had litters before. So, like, trying to get them together, it would take, like, an act of God. So, I'm not going to. I'm not. So, I'm going to leave my 2 stalls, one for Foxy, one for Willow. And they will produce and have their babies in these big stalls. Now, the reason that I'm building the extra cages is because I'm going to put Blackjack in one, and I'm going to put any other breeders that I'm going to keep, like any other males that I keep, any other females. I'm only going to put the females in the big, and I keep saying I'm going to put Willow and Foxy in there, but I'm actually only going to keep female. These are going to be my breeding stalls. You're going to go in there when you're going to deliver babies, and you're going to stay in there until your babies are big enough to be separated away from you so that they have these big spaces. That's like what I'm envisioning doing. As far as my chickens go, my chickens are so cute. Build cages like Janelle. See, they are going to kind of look like Janelle's cages. Darn, hubby's hungry. Hope. Sorry, gotta go. Okay, it's okay. See you later. So where's your lovely sister? She's a loser, and she's at home with her boyfriend, probably watching movies, hanging out with my mama, eating Taco Bell. I know because Mom called me and said she went to Taco Bell because we did too. But no. I'm thinking about getting a 3rd chicken. Yeah. Because the guy that I got Trinket from is selling silkies. And he has a white silky hen. And he said, $10 you can have her. And I was like, when can I come get her? I probably shouldn't, but I mean, they've got plenty of space there. Honestly, I was looking at today, I went to the co-op, and I walked by, and I seen a chicken tractor. I was just walking, and I was like, chicken tractor, stop, look at this. And I opened it up, and I was looking at it, and I was like, you know what? Just the space that I have in the barn that they run loose in, and even their little coop, is 3 times the size as a $300 tractor from, like, Tractor Supply. I was like, hey, you know, my chickens ain't doing too bad for themselves. I am a rebel. You better believe it. When are you candling the eggs in the incubator? I actually did, was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday. Yep, yesterday. Take John with you. But David is safe. I used to work with David. I love him. John knows. She would be so pretty. I think so too. But she's got to have a T name since I got Trinket and Treasure. But I don't know what I'm going to name her yet. I don't even know if I'm going to do it or not. Sketchy Farmdales again. Definitely take John. And you picking up the chickens in some back alley with a guy in a trench coat in the rain. I'm thinking about raising meat rabbits, but I'm not sure if I'm allergic to them. I am allergic to the rabbits. And to hay. And to straw. And to grass. And to trees. So come spring, half of my videos, I'll be like, I'm out here. Especially when the trees bloom, it gets ridiculous. So, yeah, I told David, I was like, hold her for me. Let me decide if I want to add another chicken in here. I'm trying to decide. I think I do. I think I want to add another chicken because I really love my chickens. Now, I had Twinkle. Oh my God, that's so cute. I love it. Twinkle toes. Because they have extra toes. Oh my God. Okay, I can't do that. I need to calm down. I need to stop it. Okay, so now I'm all excited. Now I'm going to be like, hey, David, get me this chicken. Can I come meet you tomorrow? Actually, you love your meat rabbits. See, I don't know. Yes, they have the best chickens. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. Rabbit is so good. I think that's what's putting me on the fence. Like, for me, the quail was such, like, an easy transition anyway. And even though I was nervous about trying them, it's still a poultry, and I've never tried rabbit. And I'm such a picky eater. But then at the same time, I think, I mean, how easy would it be to do? I've already got it here. I don't know. And it's not even like I had to butcher it myself. My cousin Jason's like, hey, you want it, I'll butcher them all, and then we'll just split the meat. So, I mean, that's a fantastic thing. When the pines pollinate, it'll be yellow everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, our car gets painted yellow, and oh my Lord, I can't breathe. I'm miserable. Like, you're becoming attached to your food. See, I didn't have any issue killing the quail because I knew from the moment, like if I have meat rabbits and I know that they're meat rabbits, I won't get attached to them. Like I'm not going to spend any time with them whatsoever. I almost try to make myself like hate them. Meat rabbit is like the best tasting chicken you've ever ate. See, I guess I need to try, and I don't want to kill Elvis if I want him to use as a breeder because he's gorgeous and he's huge. Like he's gonna make some big ones. If you will eat bison, you will like rabbit. I do like bison. I don't know. See, I need to try it. I just need to try it. I need to break down and do it. I'm thinking about since Mark has got meat rabbits over there anyway, I thought about asking him if he wanted to trade or barter somehow, something. I don't know, maybe barter him some quail. Because I've got 15 in the incubator right now. I thought about asking him if he wants to barter some quail for 2 female meat rabbits. I think that might be what I do. Because see, that's the other thing. Like right now, I can't do anything until I get some cages built. That's just all there is to it. Like I'm packed. I don't even have floor space. Like I have nowhere to walk. I literally have a little tiny aisle that I have to like shimmy through. I'm like rigging everything because I just don't have, let's see, get bit by one. It becomes so easy. Get a meat rabbit from someone else and try it. Yeah, next time Mark cooks some, ask him for a bite. Okay. Can you get a rabbit from your neighbor to try? Yeah, well, all of his are really young right now. Right, Sugar Run. Okay. I don't know what Sugar Run said and I can't go back. Hope, get a good recipe and try some from someone else and try it before you butcher your own. And see, I ain't even worried about the butchering because, like, I'm able to barter with people. I'll give you some of the meat if you want to whack the rabbit. So I'm not really too worried about that. Raise some meat rabbits, but do them in cages. Don't love on them. See, that's the thing. Like, I can't do anything else right now until I get cages built. I have to build cages. Because as of right now, I have 2 big stalls. And I have the 2 cages that are stacked, 1 big long cage, a little corner that I have a baby gate up at, and then another cage. In the 1 cage, I have the last male baby and the female that's going with him to his new home. In one of the stalls, I have Willow and her 2 female babies. In the other stall, I have Foxy with her female baby and her 8. The bottom cage, I have the chickens. Top cage, I have the quail. The big long cage, I have Elvis. And the baby gate is holding back Blackjack. Why do you think he keeps getting out? He's behind a baby gate. So that's old as dirt is telling Hope to visit someplace and take from their plate. Somebody take from the plate. I got an already dressed and frozen rabbit at the farmer's market. Love to barter. Kelly, are they dressed for Easter or another holiday? Freaky, you're hilarious. So until I get some space, I gotta do something. Once you streamline everything with cages, your production will be smooth. See, that's the thing. I just have to get these cages made. Like, once I do that, the space that I have right now, I've got the quail and rabbits. I'm going to have him build 6 more cages. So I should be, actually, I could do 8. We could do 8. I might do 8. So I'll have so many cages. We will be in such better shape than what we are right now. Just think every 7 weeks you can kill a batch. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like every 7 weeks. Because honestly, even though I love the little mini Rex and I think that they're cute and stuff, Willow is literally the only one that I would not. There's no way I would let something happen to her. The rest of them, I mean, I like them. Even Elvis, like, they're okay. But if I had to eat Elvis, I'd eat Elvis. Like, if I had to eat even Blackjack, I'd eat him. I mean, he'd kind of be pointless. Even he's a little fat, pudgy ball. If you ever look at him, he's just like, I think I feed him too much. He's kind of fat. That's what we did, simply cut my time in half. Okay. We have rabbit every Sunday for years. When I was a kid, my mother told us it was chicken. Dang, I thought she was supposed to read what's in caps. LOL, oops. Hey, I can read every comment because of the way I've got it set up on the phone today. That was awesome and easier for you. Yeah. Yeah, my mother also tricked us into eating rabbit. We thought it was chicken. It was pretty tasty. See, that's the thing, is like, I don't mind eating different meat. Like, I've never tried it. I'm not opposed to it. That's for sure. I like deer. I like bison. I like red meats. When I think of a black tie affair, I think Phantom of the Opera. Yep, I'd eat Elvis. Will your new cages be built by the neighbor who built your usual cage? Yes. He built my quail cages. And so either him or Corey, they're going to come in and they're going to do the exact same thing. So I'll have a lot more space and a lot better cages. Tammy, that's what I told our daughter for years. Then she figured it out. No more rabbit for her. And then I'm still trying to decide. I'm thinking I might actually bring Willow in the house. I don't know. You're asking me to decide things and like be a grown-up, and that's not allowed. I'm not good at that. Right now, I'm also trying to focus on the garden, and I need to stop. I just need to stop, because just like Tammy, that's what I told our dog. Okay, Susan Sullivan, do you have your own channel? No, but she probably should. She's hilarious. Should have guessed. We all got a leg. I tricked so many people into eating deer. They never knew and still don't. Deer is my choice. Deer, I love deer. I do. Especially, like if you get deer steak and you cut it into little bitty pieces and you like get it really crispy on the outside, but it's still slightly undercooked. Oh my, I love it. How is Bilbo? Bilbo Baggins has already gotten fat. I don't know if I'm feeding him too much. I know he's not worming because we've wormed him. And he's going to the doctor. He'll be 6 weeks old Tuesday. I've got to make an appointment. Speaking of that, I got to call and make an appointment. Him and Winter both have to go to the doctor. I hope, sorry about your bunny. That's okay. Why would you bring Willow in for a pet? Yes, Green Gables. That is my baby. Willow is the only one that, like, I would never do anything to her. Like, she's perfect in every way. I love that rabbit. I like goat, though I'd be different in this conversation. I thought I'd be different. I've never tried goat. One thing at a time. See, that's the thing, is like, I'm great with what's going on. Like, that's part of the reason I'm kind of iffy about the meat rabbits, is just because I don't want to take on too much stuff until I have cages ready. And then once I have cages ready, then I can move on. I don't even know what I was thinking, putting more quail in the incubator, because I don't have a lamp for them. I have till Friday to get a lamp. I'm such a loser. I was just like, I think I'm just going to put some quail. Hi, Jason. So I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, why am I doing this? But it was too late. There's already embryos. What am I going to do? Abort everybody? No. It's my choice, so I got to live with it. That's a conversation for another day. So I don't know. I done that. And now I don't have anywhere really to put them. I've got skills, I'll tell you what. So I'm just trying to not get overwhelmed with bunnies. I was trying to sell the ones that I had before I got fence or cages built, before I bred the rabbits again. And of course, Foxy took care of that for me. Yeah, Bilbo is the cutest thing. He's so stinking cute. We need to get a lamp also. Because, why am I mad at you? Because you shaved your beard. Really? You shaved your beard? It's ridiculous. That's not allowed. You don't understand. I have like this phobia about hair. If your hair is long and you cut it, like, it gives me such anxiety. I can't stand it. My mother is a barber, and I used to see people would come in and they have like this long, beautiful hair. And you guys wonder why I touch my hair. I have like a hair phobia. I'm not doing it for any other reason than I have a thing. What you don't see is because most of the time I have the camera in my hand. But if I have anxiety, like if I'm anxious about something, I will actually wrap my hair up into my fingers to where it's sharp. And I will sit and I will poke my fingers. You will watch me sit and talk to somebody and I've got my hair poking my fingers. I know you have a beard, but you shaved it down. Like, why? What was the point? Hope, I wish I was closer. I'd take one. I would give you one. Too late. You're hooked on rabbits. Yeah, I do love it. Is the otter color only in Rex Rabbit or all types? Honestly, I don't know. He only trimmed it. The chin part was too long and uncomfortable looking. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. There's no such thing as a long beard that's too long. Like ZZ Top, you're good. So, but no, I have like a hair thing. Like I like it. I like hair. And I would see women, they would come in and they have long hair and they'd be like, I just want to cut it off. Just cut it to here. And I'm just like, ugh. Even as a little kid, like I'd go to work with her and I was like, oh my God. And I'd freak out. And my mom would, she says all the time, I think I'm just going to cut my hair. No, you're not. And I'm not the only one who does it. And I think it has something to do with her being a barber and me always seeing people cut their hair off like that, because my brother's like that too. And my mom said something about cutting her hair, and he was like, he's even had a girlfriend one time that was like, I think I'm going to cut my hair. And he's like, only if you want me to disown you. We don't like that. No otters in every breed. Oh, okay. I have a thing too. I can't stand it. My husband does not want me to cut mine. I agree, Chair. See, Robin agrees with me. You shouldn't have trimmed it down. You should have just left it the way it was. It looked fine. There was no reason to trim it. When you're tripping on the beard, it's too long. Yes, see? But yeah, that is my explanation. That is my reasoning. I'm going to grow a top knot now. Please tell me you lie. I have an otter rabbit pelt here. Oh, really? Oh, they're so pretty. I used to have nightmares about cutting hair off. See, I don't, but that's why I play with my hair all the time. If you guys watch me, if I'm not on camera, and I call it gigging, as weird as that is, like I gig my hair. I will play with my hair. I will poke myself with it. I will actually, like when I was pregnant with Solomon, I would poke my lip with it, and I would poke my lip with it until I actually made almost like a calloused place on my face. Like it's like this weird thing that I've done. Like even when I was a baby and I was nursing, I would reach up and grab my mama's hair and do it. So it's not something that I've just learned. It's something I've done since birth. Hope, how much should a person pay for a bunny on average? That depends. Is it a male or female? How old is it? What breed is it? Does it have a pedigree? I mean, there's a lot of variations on it. Like my rabbits, I typically sell them for $10 for a boy and $15 for a girl. And mine are considered cheap because I don't sell them with pedigrees. I could give somebody a partial pedigree if they wanted it. But I don't deal with pedigrees. And I just price them low so that they go quicker. And honestly, like with dogs, even with dogs and stuff, when people are like, oh, I want $800 for this lab. Really? I mean, really? Is it really worth that? I mean, could I get more money for my rabbits? I absolutely could, but I don't, because I feel like it's ridiculous to charge somebody something like that. Mine goes all the way down my back. I can't stand the thought of cutting it short. See? I get mine trimmed, though. Of course, the whole time I'm like, don't cut it really short. My mama is the only person who's ever touched my hair, and she will be the only person I let touch my hair. Depends on the type of rabbit. Yeah. And then like I have the mini Rex, and so my mini Rex are typically about $20. But then like you get into these Netherland dwarfs around here, and they're like $50, and they're like this big. But then you get over and you have the meat rabbits, and they go for like $7 a piece. So it depends on the breed, the quality. Like there's a lot of variables in that. Banging on the door just now said Chinese food. Don't know they delivered here and didn't order anything. Lock the door for a change. Okay. Do show rabbits go for good prices? Yes. The thing is it's one of those things, it's a niche market, and you have to find people who are willing to pay those prices. I'm going to have a top knot and a Fu Manchu. Just no. That's all I've got to say about that. That is scary, Donna. I think I would keep my door locked. I don't think I'd play that. But I would love to see that big bear. He says that when he comes here that he's going to walk around in Daisy Dukes so that the neighbor has to see. I won't exercise with a ponytail because it's so long it gets stuck in my armpits. That's hilarious. But yeah, I do have hair anxiety. It's so dumb. Okay, thank you. I didn't have a clue. So you don't care if they're going to eat them, or you don't. I don't ask. But so far, every single person that I've sold to has told me what their intent was for the rabbits. Very first few that I sold, the first rabbit I ever sold went to a girl that we go to church with, Molly, and so I still get to see her, and the bunny's name is Lulu. She's a very spoiled baby. Her brother, Willa's first baby that she had here, went to a breeder. He now is a breeding rabbit. Let's see. I have sold some to a little girl who's made it a pet. I've sold one to a woman who told her husband that she wanted a pet because he doesn't want children. And he said, only if you can find one under 5 pounds. He wasn't expecting her to find one. But under 5 pounds, and it couldn't have scales. So she got a rabbit. And then trying to think of all the people I've sold to. Oh, another woman came. She drove from Nashville. She drove 4.5 hours to pick up 2 female rabbits. They're going to be breeders. So far I've sold to either breeders or pets. That's it. One main reason I have long hair is my grandmother's fault. Her daughters cut hers after a heart attack. Told me it wouldn't grow back when you're old. When I do that, I will be looking better than Wayne. Good Lord, Jason. You don't want to kill her. Actually, Wayne, no, just joking. Hey, John. I don't think he can hear me. John, will you bring me my water? I don't know if he can hear me or not. Okay. Rexes don't have enough weight on them. They really don't. They don't. Actually, rabbits are terrible pets. Depends on who you ask. There's only one pizza place that delivers here. We're too far out for Chinese. Yeah, probably real, but you should have heard the thing. Thank you, doll. I'm over here starting to cough like something goofy. There was a girl that came into the vet clinic and she brought in her rabbit. He was huge. Like, I had a hard time picking him up. I was like, what have you fed him? And I picked him up and we trimmed his nails, and he was so stinking cute because she had him trained to come when called. Like, oh my God, he was so cute. I've seen rabbits that have made good pets, but whatever you have to tell yourself. Oh, the two of you. So I don't know. It depends on the person, and it depends on a rabbit. They're great poo makers. They are. See, I went out today. When I went to the co-op, I specifically bought some more pine bedding. Mine will claw you up. See, Willow won't. When you go to pick her up, she's cool with it. You can flip her on her back and she'll snuggle like a baby. And when you know how most of the time when you go to set a rabbit down, like they immediately freak out and start cutting you up? She don't. She just goes limp until her feet touches the ground and she'll walk off. Like she's great. She's been someone's house pet at one point. And as far as I know, they told me she's litter box trained. And I totally believe that because she will pick one area, even as big as the stall she's in, she will pick one little area. And that's the only place she goes to the potty. Susan Sullivan, don't say that. My daughter just got 2 for her daughters. They drove a couple states to get them. Even wondered about Hope at first. You could have called. Yeah, I'm an extreme cheapskate. I would sell most everything for a good price, but I have an issue with buying stuff without getting it for free or cheap or barter. See, I'm the same way. I'm really particular about what I'm going to spend money on. But the garden issue that I'm having, and guys, I gotta stop. Like, I can't. I'm so excited. But like, I have the paddock that I originally used for animals. It's going to be a garden. The area between my fence and the other neighbor's fence is going to be a part of the garden. Where my original garden, plus about 3 times that size, is going to be part of a garden. In front of the neighbor's yard, where she can't look at me no more, is going to be a cornfield. And then I was out there like spray painting my chair and stuff. So will you give me a rabbit if I grow my beard back long? I will give you a rabbit if you will grow your beard back long. Let's see. My mom had a giant lot that she had house trained. It was fun. Oh, most rabbits do, Cherish. Yeah. I mean, if they got them from you. Okay. My bunny was great first pet when my kids were small. I'm thinking about breeding mini lops for show. See, hi, Dutch. I looked at mini lops and stuff. I don't know. I was so enamored with the Rex and the way their hair was. Like, that was all I was interested in. Yes, Simply, I do have enough seeds. So I was out there and I keep getting, y'all are distracted. I was out there and I was spray painting that rocking chair. And I was looking around and I looked at my front yard. See, my yard is 1 acre. The house sits dead center. And then, so I have little bit less than a half in the back, little bit less than half in the front. Okay, so I'm looking at it and I was just like, he's in the living room, Jason. He's in there. His aunt is here and he's visiting her. And so I thought I seen something else. Okay. So anyway, I was looking at it and I was like, that's a lot of space. Maybe I should put a garden up here too. And I need to stop. There's only one of me. And I can't keep on all of it by myself. So I think I'm just going to not. But I wanted to. I don't know. I'm going to try to focus on what I've got in the back first. Maybe next year we'll think about adding in the front. How's the new lambs? Oh, yeah. John's on Facebook. Tell him I said duh. Tell him you said duh. Okay. Good. I went and bought another ewe earlier. That's so cool. I love Dutch's videos on his babies, watching the baby lambs. Anything with a baby, and I'm just like, I want to look at it. What do you show now? Oh, okay. She's talking to Kelly. About to butcher a rabbit this weekend. Dutch, are you going to make a video showing how to butcher rabbits? That's a good idea. You're going to get a lot of hate. The PETA people are going to come out in droves, but who cares? They still watch it. I think I'm going to have my cousin Jason come help me with the garden so I don't get overwhelmed. And Tangy the Caver's wife was telling me to get a particular type of corn called peaches and cream. So I went and got 2 seed packets of peaches and cream corn. We're going to try it out. I had English spot rabbits a while back. Kind of miss rabbits. I see you say LOL, but you didn't answer the question. The question is, would you make a video showing butchering rabbits? I'll disable the comments. You better, because they, like, But I have to say, I'm actually surprised when I did the video where Corey was with me and he helped me butcher these quail. I did not get any psycho comments. That's surprising. I'm part of PETA, people eating tasty food. So, I don't know. I didn't get any... Hey, Hope, let her rip, Tater Chip. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Hello, Palmetto. I've not seen you in forever. Not on mine. I've seen you in a couple of others, but not awesome. Yes, I'll make one. Awesome. But no, I really did not get hate. I was shocked. Like, I was geared up. I was like, I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I'm about to get a bunch of crazies. They're going to, like, tell me to go die and everything. Like, I'm ready for this. And I kept getting comments, and I was like, nobody's being nasty. Like, I just felt like it was like, oh, it was a letdown. Hello, everyone. Peaches and cream corn is so awesome. Give it time, Hope. They will come. I don't know. That's been about a month ago, and I've still not heard anything. Now, like, the neighbor video, oh, my God. There was a time when, like, I considered disabling the comments on it because it got so bad. At one point, I was actually getting people that were giving me death threats. This one guy actually sent me my address and told me he was going to kill me. I was like, I'm scared. Gotta go. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. All right. See you, Dutch. That reminds me of a video I seen on Facebook. Let her rip. Potato chip. It's about farting. Oh, geez. I still get hate on my turkey butchering video. Oh, I'm sure. See, that's the thing. And I loved, Sheps for Her actually has a cool video on her pigs. She sent it to me in a message. It was about her pigs giving birth. And, like, literally everything that could go wrong and everything that could go right in a birth for a pig happened in one video. It was very interesting. I really liked it. Hello, Maria. I got my prize from Big Family Homestead today. I'm making a video. That's cool. I wish him a foot. Yeah. I'll go hate on it. Okay, go hate on it and tell me how terrible I am. Did Frodo come back? No. We've not seen hide nor hair of him. How did he get your address? I'm sure you could probably, like, truly Google me. I don't know. I don't know how he did this thing. I'm just like, I mean, I can barely find people's, for what? Not liking her, talking about her? A death threats because he said I was... Well, I can't tell you what he said exactly, but he said I was selfish and that I was the B word and I was fat and ugly and that I was disgusting and it was no wonder that the neighbor didn't like me and that I needed to die. People like me needed to die and that he would love to come kill me and all this. And I was just like, you're getting reported. We don't get hate comments on our trapping videos. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, no, never. It's seeds. We just got crazy Marines making spoof videos about trapping. It's really easy to find all sorts of information on anyone. It really is. That's like when I first started following her. Patera did not disable her location, and she shot a picture on an iPhone. You got to be careful with an iPhone. Son, you have to be really careful. So, like, she took a picture in her garden. And when she did, because I have an iPhone, when I clicked on the picture, it actually gave me the option. It told me the day, the time, and the location, the GPS coordinates for where she took it. So I was like, and I actually looked it up, and I was like, holy crap. So now I know exactly where her house is. So, yeah, be careful when you put things on the internet because it has eyes everywhere. I told them to take it down. Okay, Big Bear, he catches the... Okay, y'all are talking too fast. Was his mom aware that he was on the computer again? I don't know. That's what I had so much fun the night that we had the trolls. I thought that was so fun. It's terrible, but I let, like, all the mean girl out. Me and Wayne both were having a blast. They will be the ones that will beg you for food. That's the truth. And that's why I don't want an iPhone. Yep. You have to be super careful when you upload stuff with iPhones. Can find lots of info and lots of people. Just takes a bit of time. Everyone should be careful. You really should. Psycho. Maybe he was hired by your nasty neighbor to bully you. She ain't that smart. I disable the GPS on my phone when I use it to work. Yeah, I always disable the GPS on my phone for that reason. Hope, did you have to get rid of chickens because of the neighbor still trying to learn everyone? Yes. Yes. Long story. Property was restricted. The restrictions were 20 years old. We didn't know about it. She got a lawyer, found it, threatened to sue me. So now I have chickens in hiding. Got rid of the majority of the chickens, but I have some hidden in the barn. And they will live out their little lives in the barn being happy. Yeah, the GPS on the iPhone is such a blessing and curse because like the cloud will keep your stuff forever. But the cloud will keep your stuff forever. So, and nobody understands the cloud. Like it goes up into this magical fairy place and there it stays. So you got to be kind of careful with it. Having a weird question, but were you at a rabbit show last weekend? Okay. It's a good thing I'm a good person. Identity theft is so easy. It really is. It's scary how easy it is. New computer and phone a relative took over my computer. He keeps asking me how his phone knew he had a doctor's appointment, etc. Never gave them the number. That's weird. How can you raise quail? They're considered foul, right? They're hidden in the barn also. Everything I'm raising, I'm doing it hiding. They're all in the barn and they're all hidden. I wonder if the Android is the same. I don't know. I don't know a lot about an Android. Why would someone go through so much trouble to keep someone from having chickens? That's nuts. Especially when there's farms all around us. It's just stupid. The Underground Chicken Railroad. That's the truth. Mama Cat, yes, if you don't check to make sure they're all off. Okay, now Cherish has a worm farm in her barn. Yeah, there's a little boy that's at the neighbor. He's 9. He's 9, I think. And this little boy will, like, he tells you everybody's business. He's like, oh, you know, little neighbor across the street? Like, they have been getting into big fights because he's sleeping with this lady over here in this house. And I was just like, how do you know all how do you know? But he keeps his ear to the ground. So when he asked me what I was doing in the barn, I told him I was raising worms for the garden. And that's why I have to take food and stuff in there and waters because I'm constantly turning the compost because I'm growing worms. Good thing we're so broke. No one wants to be us. I used to watch random security cameras all over the world just because I could. Somehow that does not shock me, actually. And you know what? If I had the ability or if I had the knowledge to do that, I probably would just because I'm a weirdo. I'd be like, oh, look, how interesting. Lord child, I just turned mine off. Okay. I'm so sorry. That's crazy. It is crazy. My husband talked to someone from your area. They talked to YouTube. I thought I got his stuff out of my computer until I scanned the airline ticket for him yesterday. Scan showed his name still owning my computer with me. Yep. There are back doors everywhere. It wasn't illegal because it was all open. No passwords. Just needed the IP. You're so funny. But you know you would do it even if it was illegal. You wouldn't care. There are cows 2 miles from us in the city. That's cool. There's cows across the street, behind me, and beside me. Yep. There's a house directly behind my yard. That's the one that's got the dogs that bark all the time. And then right behind that, there's a dairy farm. And then beside me is Mark. That's the neighbor that I love, the Indian neighbor. And he has cows and horses and a donkey named Hee Haw Henry and rabbits and chickens and guineas. And like he's got the whole deal. But I can't have a rooster, I'm told. I wouldn't tell you if I was. I didn't think you would. I've been working with kids and they do say the darndest things. They do. And so I know that he's going to tattle to everybody. So I told him I was doing worms. And believe it or not, here's the funny part. Since I told him that, she no longer watches me. If you go to ATL, there are cows in Walmart. What? Cows in Walmart? Huh. Get a cow. I can't have a cow either. I can't have anything other than household pets. Mama cat get a no crow collar. See, I've heard of those, but I didn't think that it was possible to get one for a baby chicken. Because if I could get one small enough to fit a little baby chicken, I'd probably have a little baby rooster in there so I could have little tinky babies. Little tink, tink, tinks. Poor little tink, tink. You beat me to it, kitty. Simply, no, this time it's preschool. Okay. Y'all are talking to each other. So, yeah. I'm excited about gardening. I'm nervous about it because last year I just had such a small little space. Got to get me a pressure canner. I'm excited about that. I got to order some canning jars. Excited about that. I get excited really easy. But yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about these quail. I'm trying to decide, do I want to hatch out these 15 and sell them? Or do I want to hatch out these 15, keep the hens, and butcher the males? Guys, I'm getting so many eggs. That's one of the things I was going to talk about. I'm just going to get quail for sure. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to talk about. And I swear, poor little Tick Tick, you need to look that. The no croak collar doesn't work. At least I can't get it to work. Okay, I'm excited to Cherish. Get a cow, a dog house, and a collar. Now it's a pet. It's got to be a house pet. It has to come in the house. I was thinking about a pig. Hope, does your town have... no, I live out in the country. We have no zoning. That's why when I called the county, they told me I would be fine getting whatever I wanted. Oh, you're going to get quail from Vina? That's exciting. We will get some eggs from you. You want some eggs from me? Go for it. It's gotten so bad as far as like the eggs. I'm so proud of my eggs because I literally have gotten so many. I have not bought, since they started laying really good, I don't buy eggs from the grocery store anymore. There's no need. Like, I literally make enough eggs to supply our family with just the quail. You need new blood in your line? Okay, we'll do that. Bring the cow in the kitchen. Somebody had actually suggested us enclosing the carport because it is part of the house. They talked about that, and I thought about that. But it's right outside my door. I don't know. Here's the thing. The guy that lives behind us with the dairy farm, he actually owns the strip of property. It's so weird. It's like all hodgepodged and patchworked, but he owns a strip of property that literally is beside my fence. My fence and his are the same. And so I'm thinking about contacting him, and I know he uses it as a hayfield, but he only used it as a hayfield once last year. And I thought about asking him, hey, would you sell this to me? Sell me these 5 acres. I literally would just have to put a gate and I could walk into the 5 acres and it's completely unrestricted because he has cows on it. Do you have a feed store to sell your quail eggs to? Oh, that makes me remember. Guess what I did today? So, back to the rabbits. I went into the co-op, and I'm such a manipulative person. Like, you have no idea. Jason has an idea. He's talked to me on Skype quite a bit. He knows. So, I went in to the co-op, and I was like, hey, are you guys going to be getting rabbits anytime soon? Now, originally, I was just asking for one thing and one thing only. I wanted to see if they were going to get any does in, any meat rabbit does in, because I could get them pretty cheap there. So I was like, when are you going to get them? And she was like, oh, well, the person that we normally buy rabbits from, they decided to not do a contract with us, so we're kind of unsure, and we're already getting people ask. And I was like, oh, so you don't have anybody contracted? And she was like, no. I was like, what kind of rabbits are you looking for? Like meat rabbits? Or are you looking for, pets? She was like, we're really wanting to aim for pets. She was like, because the meat rabbits just don't sell. I was like, oh, well, actually, I have mini Rex. She was like, really? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, well, just call back and talk to Mike or David. She was like, and we'll write up a contract. We'll buy your whole litter. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. How terrible of me. I was so excited. I walked out and I was looking at Mom. Mom's like, what'd you do? I was like, I may just come into contract with the co-op down the road. Because I'm a goober. Hope my husband says you sound. Sound what? Nope, for frozen eggs. Hope from the nose up you're missing. What? like the lady on the Chef's Live. Oh, I do? That's because she's from North Carolina and I'm from East Tennessee. We're literally over the mountain from each other. I'm not very far from Justin Rhodes, believe it or not. Girl, you've done sold some babies. I know, I'm so excited. I was like, oh, really? And she said, yeah. She said we would need rabbits right at Easter. I was like, oh, you need like about 8 weeks from now? Like when this litter I've got that was just born the other day is going to be ready? How fantastic. How convenient. So that's more than likely what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell the whole litter. That makes me happy. So I did that. And then once I left, I was like, wonder if they need quail. Like, I know they get chickens, and they get a lot of chickens, but I thought, how could I, because my incubator only holds 24 at a time of quail eggs. And I was like, how could I get a bigger incubator? I guess I would need to ask them first. Meanwhile, you didn't miss it. You're still here. I'm still here. And I can't look at the time, so if somebody could give me like a 5-minute warning, that'd be fantastic. What do you need? What's the matter? So for real? So if I could talk to them and see if they would be interested in getting quail from me, I would get me a bigger incubator, and then I would make all kinds of monies. There's a new outlet. Yep, there's a new outlet for me. Oh Lord, everybody's talking all of a sudden. Oh, I bet Art and Bree would buy some rabbits. They might. I wonder if they would. They're not very far from here either. So someone tell me, do quail eggs taste different from regular eggs? Sandy, they do not. I can tell you that for 100%. 7 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. How did it go from 7 to 4? What the crap? Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking about asking. I think I'm gonna ask the co-op if they would be interested in purchasing quail, because they already sell a certain amount of chickens at a time. Hi everyone, Jason. I'm feeling better. How are you doing? Okay. She's a brat. She's laying down because she's a big girl. She's a baby. Her's a baby. She really likes Bilbo, but she's just kind of like, eh. I think she's getting sick of him because she's an old lady and he wants to play, and she's just like, ugh, please get this annoying kid. But now she's kind of getting to where she's happy with him. He's still okay, tell Tommy's in the army. Okay, 70 watching you. Scary. Ooh, scary. 3 minutes. Okay, so yeah, I think that might be not a bad idea at all, actually. We don't have a co-op. We have a co-op. We have a Tractor Supply, and then there's a second type of co-op. Like, we've got farm stores. We even actually have like a feed mill not far from us. That's how like country it is out here. We've got like a feed mill. Like, they don't have anything in the store. Like, you go in the store and you're only in there to tell them what you want ground or bagged and loaded up on your truck. That's it. Or swap the bunnies for a bigger incubator. I probably could. Thumbs up on the way out. Yes. Barter. Yeah, I could. Barter out to get like a different incubator. That might not be a bad idea. I'm also at some point gonna probably hatch more chicks, more of my grand chickens for Jason. I think I have a co-op, but if it's the one I think of, then it's really big. Too many people for one place. Yeah. So that is pretty much everything that's happened all week. Surprise babies. I manipulated the co-op people into buying my bunnies. I'm going to try to talk to them about quail and see how that goes. And I'm not positive yet. Not positive because somebody's not contacted me. But there's a good chance that I'm going to be going to meet a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber tomorrow that want bunnies. So they need to get on the ball and let me know for sure so that I can make plans to drive, because my kids are going to stay with Mama tomorrow. So, okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out, go over to Go for Green Living. I love you, and I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Love you guys.